All right, we're looking at a little bit of a rebound in the stock markets. 30 minutes until the start of trading. I'm Matt Miller.
And I'm Katie Greifeld. Bloomberg Open Interest starts right now.
Katie, what are you watching?
Let's take a look at U.S. Steel because Japan's Nippon Steel won conditional U.S. approval for its $14 billion takeover of U.S. Steel. That deal expected to close by Wednesday. Shares up about 5% pre-market. We'll see if we can finally get this across the finish line.
All right, and energy and defense stocks are at elevated.
Well, RBC is warning that the S&P 500 could drop by 20% if inflation spikes due to higher oil prices on this market and the rally that we have underway. What's interesting to me is that there's pretty good breadth. If you take a look at the S&P 500 right now, currently higher to the tune of about 0.7%. We are at session highs, but we've only been open for about 7 minutes. But in any case, you can see we have more than 400 names in the green, and right at top, it's what you would want to see. NVIDIA leading the way with a 1.4% rally. Meta, as we were talking about, hitting an intraday record high. You also have Microsoft and Broadcom getting in on the action. If you take a look at the downside, it's a different story. You have Oracle falling a little bit today. We know it had a fantastic week last week, so maybe some of that enthusiasm fading a little bit right now. And then you have a lot of health names: Merck, Eli Lilly, Johnson & Johnson, United Health, the list goes on. That's exactly what you're going to see reflected when we take a look at the sector level as well. By my count, you have 10 in the green right now. You have financials, communication services at the top, big tech too fighting as well. Then you take a look at the downside. There's only one sector to highlight: healthcare, currently off by about 0.2%, Matt Miller.
All right, so excited to be ringing the opening bell. I love that. I love that platform. It's historic. That's something you never forget. You tell your grandkids about that.
That's true. That little boy one day will tell his grandkids about this moment exactly, and we're watching it. But let's talk about some stocks here, because Japan's Nippon Steel won conditional U.S. approval for its $14 billion takeover of U.S. Steel. The deal is expected to close by Wednesday. It seems like traders think that's actually going to happen, up about 5% as the bells ring, Matt.
All right.
Welcome back to Open Interest. It's time now for top calls. Some of the analyst action in focus this morning. And first up, Cisco getting raised to a buy over at Deutsche Bank thanks to AI-driven growth. That's worth a little bit of a rally this morning. Next up, Celsius Holdings getting raised to a buy as well over at TD Cowen thanks to improving sales and momentum. Shares up a little bit more, up 5.6%. And finally, Sweetgreen getting initiated with a buy rating over at Wells Fargo. The firm says that despite the company's challenges, it sees a better second half thanks to improving fundamentals. Matt, I will say it would be harder to have a worse half than they had to start this year, because shares are down about 61% in 2025.
That's insane. I feel like since I contribute $18 a day, they should be making some money.
Gotta buy more salads.
I will now switch gears, Katie.